In this program here, this is the the movie rating program from APCS from term 1, and you can see this person has everything all lined up like they're supposed to. They have integers, they have doubles, they have the doubles for the average, and then they input the doubles. They have, where they find the average and all that sort of stuff. So let me compile it, and I will run it. And you know what, I made this too small to see everything. Sorry, let me take a second to, okay, so this is not very good at this movie making stuff here. Okay, so when I run it, it's asked me, please enter the movie ratings. Well, I think it's important that you use the same numbers that they use in their example here. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put in 75, and then return, and then a 99, return, and then a 10, and then return. It says please enter the focus group, and this one says 84.5, and then 92.3, and then 87.42, and then it prints out the average, but or all the numbers that it's supposed to. But compare it to what they get. They get 61.33. What do we get here? We get 61.3. We get a 61. 88.4, okay, we got that one. 87.42 over here, okay, we got that one. And then 82 is like, we get a 27 point something. That's not even in the same ballpark here. So I know that there's some issues with this. So what I'm going to show you how to do is how to do some echo printing, because that's what I think what would help us a lot here. So right down here, for example, where we take the average, we're going to add up our integers and then divide by 3. And then what I think we should do is just print it out and find out, if it's close or not, because you should be able to get the average, right? And let's see here. And we want to print out this number right here. Oops. Notice I do a lot of copying and pasting because I don't like to rely on myself to get these things correct. So I do a lot of copying and pasting in here. So now let's compile it. And what it's going to do is it's going to print out the average right after I put the numbers in. So let's compile it and run it. So I did 75, 99, 10. Whoops. Oh, rats. Look what I printed out in our average. Darn it. Let's do this again. Need to get rid of those quotes. Compile. Run. Okay, now that's 75, 99, 10. I still get a 61.0. So what it's doing is it's truncating that last part of it for me. And that's because it's calculating it as an integer and then storing it in as a double. But when it goes from an integer to a double like that, remember, you're going to lose some of the accuracy. So what you have to do is you have to cast this thing to make sure that it becomes a double. I'll give you a hint, and this is not the answer. Let's see here. You're going to have to use this command right here, the double command, and you have to be careful with how this works, because if you just type that in front of there, let's see if it's actually going to work here. I don't think it is. There's going to have to be some other things that you have to do. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it did do it. 61.33, is that what we're supposed to get? Yeah, 61.333. So there, I gave you the answer by mistake. I thought we were going to have to put in another set of brackets here, but I guess not. So what it did is it calculates this first and then turns that whole thing into a double. Actually, it sets aside a double space of memory and then calculates it and puts it into that and then puts it into this double MRA average thing here. And then down here, you can see where he's trying to find the overall rating. But what I would do if I were you is you can even look up on my syllabus how to find a weighted average thing, because this is incorrect how this is found, how he's finding a weighted average. So look carefully how to find a weighted average, and I think that, given those two little hints for this particular problem, I think you should be able to get this one without any issues at all. All right, see you next time.